ज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो वैष्णवाय कृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषाय शून्यवादी आशादेशधारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So what is it that makes Shukadeva Goswami so unique? Let us try to understand. He is being honored so much, even though he is a small boy. Prabhupada explains this very nicely. He says that, see, everybody is doing service to somebody in this world. And whole life is engaged in that. Yeah, that's the nature. Everybody, some service, everybody is doing to somebody. And is engaged in that. And in that he is deriving some pleasure which is called rasa. Some pleasure, just like somebody is serving the family. And it's not one or two days, whole life he continues that. Somebody is serving a little higher, he serves the country or the nation or the humanity. So some service is going on of rasa. And we get some pleasure out of it. And Krishna consciousness is also like that. When you are serving Krishna, there is a rasa. Taste. And what happens to the difference? What is the difference? Why we are saying to cultivate another rasa, like this Shukadeva Goswami had cultivated another rasa, Krishna consciousness. And when this person is about to die, 7 days are remaining, he did not go to other people who have other rasas. He was surrounded by people who have cultivated bhakti rasa. Taste or service to the Lord, cultivated. So much it is sweet that Krishna also wants to taste that rasa in the form of Lord Chaitanya. Correct? You all know that. It is so sweet. Even Balaram tasted that rasa. Even Nanda Maharaj, even though externally he was a father, he was also tasting the rasa of service to the child. Everybody, the whole manifestation tastes rasa of service to Krishna. That is called bhakti rasa. And when none of us come to mundane rasa, on the mundane rasa, as much you cultivate, you get sick. Just like people work in office, they are thinking when they will get vacation. And somebody said this, people don't give a holiday only because that rasa is frustrating. And then that rasa, with that we go to what is known as bhoga tyaga. Or sometimes we do it, then we get frustrated. Then we go out of it, tyaga. Then because we have no better alternative, we have no information, there is bhakti rasa, we go back to the same material rasa. It is just like you are sitting on a fence. And now the jiva is called tathas sakti. Either he can go to the water or to the land. It's on the beach. The same way, we can jump either on bhakti rasa or on some material rasa. Both don't go together. Both are opposite sides. You cannot have both together. So what happens is that generally we cultivate material rasa and there is no satisfaction, there is so much frustration in it, but you don't give it up. Jiva jago, Gora Chandra bole kota. How long you will cultivate this material rasa and sleep in spirit? Because if you are cultivating material rasa, spiritual life is not started. And then now there is bhakti rasa. And there are so many people here, so many sages here. What has Shukadeva Goswami done which makes him so extraordinary? He has intensely cultivated bhakti rasa. He got it from his father and he has been cultivating it with full samadhi. And he is so advanced in this bhakti rasa. That is the only qualification that all the sages now want him to be the chief guest of the assembly. They want him to speak. So you can see this bhakti rasa is so so unique, it is so advanced, and it is so sweet. Now today we don't have that impact. Instead of cultivating Bhakti Rasa, the Shastra says what comes out of the colleges today, because everybody is going to schools and colleges. Previously everybody need not go. But today everybody is dragged to the schools and colleges. And what comes out is 4 kinds of animals. Swavidvara Pustara Kare Samsutaha Purusha Pashu Nayat Karna Patopeto Jatu Nama Gadagrajaha. Because these people, their ears, inside their ears, Bhakti Rasa does not go. Bhakti Rasa is received through the ears. When you hear a pure devotee, you receive it through the ears, Bhakti Rasa, devotion to the Lord. But in their ears, the name of the Lord does not enter. Forget about anything else. Gadagrajaha means Naya Karna. Karna means the ears. In their ears, the name of the Lord does not enter. So what the Bhakti Rasa? There are 4 kinds of animals in. What are the 4 kinds of animals? Swa, a dog. Dog means without employment he is finished. He is dog. Vidvara, pig. Pig means he has no discrimination of eating. He will eat anything. He will eat meat, he will eat liquor, he will do anything. Pustara, camel. Camel means, he will bite thorns and his own blood comes from the mouth and he takes it as a pleasure. So similarly, people work so hard, basically killing themselves. And they call it in German. And then Khare, ass. Ass means another variety. He works for the master whole day. And even though there is nothing, no profit, he is going to eat same one bread and milk. He has no time to eat also. So much he works hard for the master. So anyway, we can keep analyzing these 4 distinctly. So people, mass of society today can be identified in these 4 categories. Either they are dogs, or they are hogs, or they are camels, or they are asses. What is the main mistake? They are not cultivating Bhakti Rasa. And if you cultivate material rasa, it is not going to last also. Because when you die, suppose you are cultivating devotion to your children. Next life you will be an animal, because the animal also very nicely takes care of the children. So many animals, they also have a lot of putra rasa is there, a lot of putri rasa is there. They also have. And they very nicely take care of the children. Correct? So there is no guarantee when you cultivate a material rasa that even you will get a human life. Forget about going to Vaikuntha. That is out of question. But when you are cultivating a material rasa, there is no guarantee to take even human birth. Vaikuntha is out of question. But when you cultivate Bhakti rasa, even little you cultivate, one thing guarantee is there. Salvam apiyasa dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. Neha vikramnashasti pratyavayana vidyate. In this endeavor, there is no divination, there is no loss. Prabhupada says, just like you deposit some money in bank, after some time it finishes, you keep withdrawing. No. Prabhupada says Krishna consciousness is so wonderful. He gives a beautiful analogy. He says, suppose I am thinking if I have few crore rupees, I will be so happy. All of us are thinking. But when you have it, somebody will steal it. There is a danger. Always there is a danger. Somebody may kidnap my family member. Somebody got a job in Allahabad. There is an NIT at Allahabad, NMMIT, something like that. And then what happened was, there, the one person got a job, something fantastic salary, something like generally 60-70 lakhs. Some places now students are getting. He got more than 1 crore. And the newspaper people went to interview him. He did not give his name. He said, please don't give my name. I'm very worried. Somebody may kidnap me. So when you get, you're dreaming, but when you get also, there is a fear now. Somebody may take it away from you. But Krishna consciousness Prabhupada says that you have it and you enjoy it. Nobody can take it away from you. It's your permanent asset. Take it and enjoy. Material things, what happens? Suppose you are dreaming, I have that car, I have that Mercedes. When you have it, danger. if somebody steals it. The tension is there. Okay? But when you have Krishna consciousness, nobody can do anything. Just like we all know the example of Hiranyakashipu threatening Prahlad so much. You know what I mean? Prahlad was fearless. He was just in samadhi, in bhakti rasa, and his father could not do anything. He was not worried because devotee is not asking for external situation. External situation, let it be anything. Like we have the example, the famous, the glorious example of Vyāsadeva, when his neck is being cut. He is not feeling anything. Indra, in fact, he was fighting so wonderfully that Indra could have lost his life 3 times on that battle. But every time he left it there. First time he attacked, Indra fell on the ground, his Vajra also fell away from him. He could have killed him. He said, no, pick it up. There's a Narayana, he had personally given an asra to kill him. He was a devotee, that somehow he had been cursed to be in that body. And so he was saying, please kill me. Imagine the pain of death when the neck is being cut or the situation is fully, because so much he has cultivated bhakti rasa, he has taken, there is when you cultivate bhakti rasa, you have that feeling, Krishna has given me shelter. Fear is out of your system. We have to come to at least that platform. Devotee has no fear. He is fearless in this world. Why? He has cultivated bhakti rasa. And he can feel, yes, transcendentally he can feel, yes, I am in Krishna's shelter. Imagine you are traveling on the aeroplane and the captain announces, we are very sorry, plane is about to crash, and you open the door and you are jumping. How many of us have that faith? Yes, Krishna, at your shelter. And when you fall generally from a height, you fall head down, because head is the most heaviest thing. And it's just a matter of few seconds. Your head will crush and you will die. Can we die with that faith, Krishna, at your shelter? Take me very far. That is how we have to cultivate bhakti rasa. Because all of us are going to die. Death is very painful, sir. Whichever way it comes. And there is nothing like sweet death. People, karmis, Prabhupada says when you cultivate bhakti rasa, you can feel the presence of Lord whole life. And feel transcendental pleasure in service to Krishna. And when you cultivate material rasa, then you live a fearful life. Whole life is fearful for the people who cultivate material rasas. And it is just like Pishachi. When you take shelter of Maya, see, these rasas are there, it's for you to take shelter. Oh no, Kama will make me happy. Oh no, Krodha will make me happy. Oh no, Moha will make me. We all cultivate, we all take shelter of all these things. But actually we don't become happy. Our blood is sucked at every time. So everybody knows actually. Prabhupada gave a simple example. He said, suppose somebody is sitting. This was Atma Tattva. He was saying that I took initiation of Prabhupada. Prabhupada looked at me. And this was after a few days I was doing Chamala. Prabhupada looked at me and he said, when you scratch, there is a little pleasure. When you scratch more, there is some more pleasure. But you scratch more, you have to stop. Why you have to stop? Because blood is coming out. This is material pleasure. You cultivate material pleasure, cultivate, and then blood will come out. There is no satisfaction. Correct. Imagine what a joke it is. And spiritual pleasure, blood will not come. Krishna will come. Another thing will come. Keep cultivating. And more you cultivate, and there is no blood coming. There is Krishna coming. So much pleasure. Imagine how, therefore Prahlad Maharaj says that famous statement, Yanmai Dhuna Nigrihamedi. Tirpenti. Yes, Yanmai Dhunadi. He says this sex pleasure, which actually people instead of cultivating bhakti rasa are cultivating this rasa in this world. This word is called jail. We are all shackled by this pleasure. Correct? All of them. And dragged. We don't want also. We are sick. We are tired. Even you are tired in this other rasa, Maya doesn't leave you. It's so cruel. It is said, therefore it is said, shamelessly, we are exhausted, we are not satisfied also, still we are dragged from where you are going to go, come. And that is the situation. Yen Mathunadi, this pleasure that everybody, Mathun means sex. There was a person, his name was Mithun. I told him Mithun means sex. He went to his parents, Papa changed my name, what name you gave? Yen Mathunadi. This sex pleasure people are cultivating, I spit on that. Prahlad Maharaj, 5-year-old boy. He has no experience of sex pleasure. There is no sex pleasure till I think 12, 13 years for the boys. That's what he's saying. Because he has heard. We learn by hearing, not by experiencing. He has heard from Narada. That's the privilege of human life. Animals learn by experiencing. Human beings are privileged to learn by hearing. So we should not lose that opportunity. So many wonderful books Prabhupada has written. Just read them. You can learn by hearing. So he says, this sex pleasure, that is the highest of all the material pleasures. To this limit that when people become old, I don't think it happens in India. It must have started. In the West, they take some medicine to keep alive their sex pleasure. And not only that, they sometimes even take from animal glands to keep alive that pleasure. I have some monkey's glands they take to keep alive their sex pleasure. So crazy. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Yanamaya grihame sukhamitucha. This pleasure. Kandu yanena karavayoriva dukkha dukkha. What is this basically? Rubbing hands and legs together. It's only, see what he is saying? Tucham, and then in next line he says, Dukkham. Tirpyanti ne kripada. You'll never be satisfied. This rasa, as much you cultivate, you will never be satisfied. Tirpyanti neha. Prabhupada gives an example. Because in India at least there is some restriction. In the West, it's already gone crazy. He says they are having at home sex pleasure and in the evening they go to club where they pay money and again for the same pleasure. So, no satisfaction. Tirpyanti neha kripadaha. You are such a miser. Why is he saying such an important word, miser? Because you got to enjoy bhakti rasa, which satisfies the soul. Savai pumsa paradharma yada bhakti adhokshaje ahituki apratihata ye atma suprasidati. He says there in the Bhagavatam, in the first canto, second chapter, that is the topmost religion which gives us this bhakti rasa to the Supreme Lord. What is the benefit of cultivating this bhakti rasa? Yayatma suprasidati. It completely satisfies the soul. So this is called bhakti rasa, which completely satisfies the soul. And what happens to the other rasas? They will not satisfy you. You will get frustrated. So he is saying you are a miser. Because you could have cultivated bhakti rasa, but instead of that, what you cultivated? All the rasas. Kripadaha, you are miser. Miser means you have something with you. You can spend and be happy, be comfortable. But instead of that, you are keeping money locked up. Kripadaha, bahu dukkha bhaja. Such a fool you are. Inviting so many dukkha. 2 times dukkha, 1 time tuchha. That is what he has given glorification of any material rasa, and topmost of material rasa is sex pleasure. Tirpyanti neha kripada bahu dukkha vaja kandu divam manushajam vishaheta dhira. The dhira, a sober man, tolerates it like you tolerate itching sensation. Okay? So Prabhupada says this like this itching sensation, if it is tolerated, that's it. This is there, the urge is there. Prabhupada was actually in his life very compassionate upon his disciples. I was reading an example, telling somebody in the morning also, there is I think sometime we should have, we can all hear this Prabhupada memories. Some of them are very, very sweet. But at least we should keep 1 hour aside. This is Madhudvisha. Madhudvisha was the person, if you see the videos are there, Australia. Prabhupada went many times to Australia and he opened many temples in Australia. Fantastic preaching. And we can see very effulgent at that time. Later, he left the movement, unfortunately, and even got married. He was a sannyasi. sannyasi to get married is very, very shameful. But he came to know Prabhupada is about to leave the world. So out of affection of Prabhupada, he came all the way. Whatever it is, they met Prabhupada. The glory of Prabhupada was like implanted in their heart. He came all the way. He came to Delhi. And he said, now I wanted to go to meet Prabhupada. He came a Shrutakriti, another devotee Prabhupada. And he said, I want to meet Prabhupada. I cannot go like this because I have grown hairs already. So I told we will get shaved up. So in the railway station near that, they found a barber shop. He got shaved up. And he went to meet Prabhupada. And he was feeling very embarrassed to come in that condition. You know, he was such an important devotee doing such an important service, and he has got married. And he came to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada, they told Madhudusha has come. So Prabhupada was not keeping very healthy. The atmosphere was also, he said, very morose because Prabhupada is not well. He said, to our limited vision, we were only seeing his external body. So then what happened, this person enters, they both enter, and he pays obeisance to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada, they've informed Madhudusha, Prabhupada gets up and he talks to him. He says, oh, so nice. His shikha, you are maintaining such a nice shikha. Something he found to encourage him. So his shikha was there, and just shaved up long hair, shikha is there. So Prabhupada said yes. Prabhupada immediately when he gets up after obeisance, where is your wife? He says, instead of scolding me, what have you done? Like that. Where is your wife? So Prabhupada, she just delivered a baby, so she cannot travel. Prabhupada was saying, yes, he says she should not travel. That's okay. How was it? You had a son or you had a girl? Prabhupada generally keen, they have sons. We want a lot of preachers of Krishna consciousness. So he said, I had a son. And he said, Prabhupada, I named him Abhayachala. So Prabhupada said, yes, good. It is good to name, the child in the name of the spiritual master. So he said, he made me so comfortable. And then Prabhupada said, he gave me an analogy. He said, just like an elephant. If he is in water, his situation, he is in mercy of the crocodile. Like Gajendra Moksha, Prabhupada writes the purport. And when he is on land, then he is a king. He can smash the crocodile also. So similarly, sometimes a devotee may be more comfortable in different ashram. That is okay. He may not be in sannyasa, he is not able to. He said, just shut it up. Otherwise, externally, socially, it's a very big embarrassment. There's a professor. That's okay. That's okay. But now you see to it. You don't go away from the association of devotees. Otherwise, there is no question of your spiritual life. You see that? So, what is Prabhupada doing? Don't leave the bhakti rasa. To whatever degree you have cultivated, continue that. Doesn't matter in what situation it is, not the situation. That's very small thing. That's immaterial. So in the same way, we should not leave one thing. In whatever condition we are in, don't leave cultivating the bhakti rasa. This will save us. Sarvamapiyasa dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. From very big, because if you cultivate material pleasure, be ready. Bhayanak things are waiting for you. You will be slapped for it. In fact, whatever we have is given for that. We somehow thought, without cultivating bhakti rasa, we will be happy. Therefore, we are here in this world. And we see cultivate other rasas. Krishna wants to see cultivate. And whatever paraphernalia you need to cultivate that rasa, whatever varieties you need to cultivate that rasa, lakhs of species, lakhs of varieties are given. Correct? It has been given to you. So cultivate that. You can try to cultivate. And then when we become frustrated, we come back to bhakti rasa. And if you want to cultivate that, unlimited opportunity is there. In fact, that is where what the purpose of creation. One side in a regulated way. You cannot cultivate other rasas irregulated. You will receive a punishment if you do that. In a regulated way, you can cultivate material rasas. Regulated way. It has been given. But side by side, there is always an opportunity to cultivate spirit bhakti rasa. Because material rasas are not available in the spiritual world. They're only available in the material world. Try to understand. That's why material creation is there. Why material creation is there? Because in all the varieties and numberless opportunities in the material world, material resources can be cultivated under regulation, not outside regulation. But bhakti rasa, that opportunity is there. And when you cultivate bhakti rasa, actually, gradually we are coming inside the spiritual world. Prabhupada said physical world, material world, spiritual world, it is not by space or time. It's another dimension. It is by your consciousness. The moment you have come to Krishna consciousness, you are not in the material world, you are in the spiritual world. Prabhupada was in New York. He said, I am not in New York, I am in the spiritual world. Because temple is not material world. Temple is a part of the spiritual world. Just like an embassy. An embassy, even though American embassy is in India, like in China it happened now recently, one person is a dissident. He went inside American embassy. China could not take his police or army to arrest him. No, that is part of America. That is not part of China. Correct? That's how it is taken. That's the protocol. And later, finally, they have given him a visa. He is gone to America. So same way, temple is a part of the spiritual world. It is not part of the material world. But what is so special there? There is also building there, stone is there, fan is there. Everybody has that in the house. Yes. Because we are cultivating here bhakti rasa, not other rasas. That is what the difference is. If what you cultivate is left to you. Any house can be converted to a temple, provided what rasa you are taking pleasure from, what is giving you satisfaction. So we should say at the end of the day, what gave me satisfaction to me? What was driving me whole day? Bhakti rasa or other rasa? If bhakti rasa, then I am not living in house, I am living in temple. I may be living physically in a temple, but what is driving me pleasure? If other rasa, then it is not temple, it's a house now. Correct? Similarly, even the body. Now Shridhar Goswami is a young boy and he has so much cultivated bhakti rasa. So much. In fact, he is an exalted soul. Already an exalted soul. And on top of it, his guru has, father itself, who was a guru, have loaded him with bhakti rasa. And he gave him the Bhagavata. And then he has been, after that, it's not nowhere end. Because Ananda Buddhi Vardhana, spiritual pleasure, there is no satiation. He hasn't cultivated so much, he is on samadhi, on bhakti rasa. He has come to that condition that is called avadhuta situation. He is walking naked. He is not even conscious, he is not wearing some clothes. And he is in samadhi. This situation should not be imitated. There are some people who imitate. And Kumbh Mela, now it will come next year, January. You can see there, some Naga Babas. Some may be genuine. Because Prabhupada said some are genuine also. They come from Himalayas. They are cultivating another rasa. But generally, mostly they are, Kaliyuga means jokers are more everywhere, every line. They come. So to cultivate spiritual rasa, to cultivate Krishna consciousness is a privilege of human life. Shridhar Goswami has cultivated. So much he has cultivated spiritual rasa that all the sages when they saw him, they could feel a great saintness. Immediately they offered obeisances to him. And now, what is Parikshit Maharaj going to do? He is going to hear. Parikshit Maharaj is going to speak. Shridhar Goswami is going to speak for 7 days now. And Parikshit Maharaj is going to hear. He is going to drink the bhakti rasa. And as you drink, the taste increases. And he is 7 days without, imagine how pleasurable it is. Neither the Parikshit Maharaj, neither the sages said, no, wait a minute, just eat something. Hear it. In fact, hunger and thirst will not disturb you if you taste bhakti rasa. Just like even when Krishna lifted the Govardhana hill, all the residents of Vrindavan were just looking at a beautiful face of Krishna. And they were so happy, drinking bhakti rasa. What they are drinking? Krishna's face is so beautiful. And Krishna is protecting us. He is so kind to us. They are just thinking of that only. The hunger and thirst did not disturb them. Because this question may come when 7 days, same 7 days, there are also 7 days. Correct? Krishna lifted the Govardhana for 7 days. There are also 7 days. and lifted the Govardhana for 7 days, all the residents of Vrindavana, which is not one or two, thousands, at least thousands, or maybe few lakhs, they did not eat anything for 7 days. Not that somewhere cooking was going on. Nothing. There is no mention like that. They were just, Prabhupada says, so much they loved Krishna. Just looking. They're so much happy. It is a Nitya Utsava. Somebody said that this is a Nitya Utsava because Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says every day there is a festival. Because Krishna leaves in the morning for the forest, all the residents of Vrindavan, there is nothing dearer to them than Krishna. They also walk behind Krishna. And they come to the shore of the Vrindavan, where he goes to the now to Govardhan and another place. They just keep looking at Krishna. Not only all the living entities come. And then in the evening, when Krishna comes back, with the cowherd boys come loaded with so many stories, what happened with Krishna, what Krishna did, what Krishna said, they're all waiting, and there is a festival. So like that, every moment in the spiritual world there is a festival. Nitya Utsava. That's why somebody was saying that's why festivals are needed, because you have to get trained in the spiritual world. Every day there is a festival. So like this, we have to get trained. So what is the 7 days? So much they cultivated Bhakti Rasa. There are no other distraction. For us, no. We cannot do that. Where is the TV now? Some rasa there also I have. Where is the newspaper now? Some rasa there also I have. So many rasas we have cultivated. And it will not allow us. At the neophyte condition that we are in, we are suffocated at material rasas. They will not proper say, if you artificially go to Vrindavan and you sit down, now let me just chant. Or like the Vrindavan residents are looking at Krishna's beautiful face, I will also just chant Krishna's name now, the rest of my life. Prabhupada said, if you try to do that, if you try to imitate that, material rasas will suffocate you. Don't imitate that. Therefore, in our condition, we have to keep ourselves busy in different activities of Krishna consciousness. Whatever activity we can do in service of the Guru and the spiritual master and Krishna, be engaged. Devotee, whatever skills you have, whatever little you know, in service of Krishna, and keep cultivating Bhakti Rasa. So Shukadeva Goswami is giving a wonderful example, and Prabhupada also in his life was always compassion, always affection. In fact, once devotees tell, they brought, they used to bring, they had a business bringing the dignitaries. Bringing the dignitaries. So once in some place, they brought the very scholarly person, old gentleman. This is the same story, Madhudrisha. He said, I brought a person, very learned man. He came to meet Prabhupada. And that person was, everything. Even though he's a very old man, it's a wonderful ties to cuffings, nicely dressed up, shoes are polished. And he came and Prabhupada was preaching to him. And then he says, what is wrong with illicit sex? I enjoy that. Then Prabhupada starts preaching it, and he's trying to convince him that, this pleasure is, you give it up. And then Prabhupada could feel, it's difficult sometimes in old age unless somebody is serious to open up to something new. So Prabhupada said, you should take prasadam and go. Call somebody. He said, no, I don't know. No, you have to go by taking prasadam. And then Prabhupada gave him one gulab jamun in the hand, and gulab jamun as usual, all the liquid coming out. All tongue, everything is gone. Prabhupada eat it. And then he ate. He thought, I will, to satisfy Prabhupada, I'll just take one piece. And it broke. And then more. Everything is gone now. And he ate gulab jamun. And he was stuck. Prabhupada, give him one more. Give him one more. And he said, yes, I'd like to have one more. I'll put it in the rum. And then Prabhupada said, no, don't put it in the rum. And then gave him one more. And then he was going. Prabhupada again, don't put it in the rum. So he says that Prabhupada was to personally able to relate to every individual and everybody, give him some spiritual lesson in whatever form. He said in the temple, and there was once, they were having kirtans. And in fact, there was some team which has come from some, even it's recorded, somebody is recording that. And Prabhupada, after that initiation was over, the homa, everything, Prabhupada personally did that. And then Prabhupada sat on the And this was in America, not in Australia. Prabhupada was in a big, huge asana they had in the temple. Prabhupada started dancing. And the devotees were amazed because the only thing they knew till now was Swami step. Left, right, left, right. And they never did anything more. And now they saw Prabhupada jumping up and down. And then all the devotees, Prabhupada is doing, we can do. And it's sanctioned now because Americans have so much passion, energy in their body. They also started jumping up and down and they were so happy. So then Prabhupada came down and he again started dancing with the devotees. And they explain how the Kirtan Rasa was expanding one by one. Prabhupada first was very careful because these are Americans, we give them every kind of thing. They will dance like monkeys. Because we are dancing for pleasure of Krishna. First he trained them, trance only. They used to call it Swami step. Because in the beginning, Prabhupada was known as Swami. In fact, one lady devotee says, she is a Govinda Dasi, one of the, always used to be the servants, in the kitchen department, making something, cooking for Prabhupada or ironing his clothes. And she was quite, she had a lot of nice memories of Prabhupada. She says that once we told Prabhupada, the Prabhupada, the devotee has called me Mata Ji or something like that. Is it okay, this Ji? This Ji, Govinda Dasi Ji, not Mata Ji, Govinda Dasi Ji. It's a Ji. Ji is not a very good thing. But Prabhupada, we call you Swami Ji. You don't like that, what is the best way to call you? Prabhupada, that's okay. No, you please tell us what way to call you. So Prabhupada says, okay, you can call me Srila Prabhupada. That's the first time. They were not saying, Swamiji, what we can call you? That time, till that time, Srila Prabhupada was not there. So Prabhupada said that you can call me Srila Prabhupada. So that is how birth of calling Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada started. Otherwise, you see, he was just step by. He knew they are all addressing me as Swamiji, they know the best way to address me. But gradually he was developing his movement. And as the movement was maturing, it was quite clear for him to what stage he has to take. There was once Prabhupada was in Tokyo, and in Tokyo everybody was there. Kirtananda was there, Madhudesha was there, so many senior devotees was there. And there was Janmashtami, so the devotees, Prabhupada said, just keep reading Krishna. They were reading Krishna book, one by one. Prabhupada said, now you read. They said, we will read the whole Krishna book today. We'll try. The whole day devotees are fasting and they were reading Krishna book, Ram Krishna. Prabhupada said, give me the book, now I'll read. And he said, when Prabhupada was reading, as if he's there in the spiritual world, so much. And his own book he's reading, but he's, the devotee, pure devotee reading, as if he's in the spiritual world, reading Krishna. He kept reading. And in the night we had the festival finally. And next day, 11:30, that's Prabhupada Vyasa Puja. Prabhupada came, he sat down on the Vyasasana. And then he said, where is Pushpa? So it's Pushpa. These are Americans, they don't know what is the meaning of the word Pushpa. In India, everybody knows Pushpa means flowers. They don't know what is the meaning of Pushpa. Then one of them said, Pushpa means there is some rice which is called Pushpa in India. They went inside, started cooking that rice and started still getting late. And there is an afternoon offering, big offering to Prabhupada. There is a Vyasa Puja, that is also not ready. And this Pushpa is taking, some of them over there, they run inside, they are busy with cooking Pushpa. And Prabhupada said, where are the garlands? Nothing is ready. Then Prabhupada, their guest, a lot of people are there. That's Tokyo. And then Prabhupada said, where are the Vyasa Puja offerings? Are they ready? That is also not ready. Prabhupada got up. This is disgrace to the spiritual master. Pottery. And he said, so much respect we have for spiritual master, Prabhupada. All of us were crying. The guest did not know what had happened, as if somebody has put a knife inside, like the Prabhupada was so hurt. They could, so much he felt hurt that we have heard Prabhupada. That, atmosphere was like that. In the evening, Prabhupada called us. And he said, while walking, in fact, before going out, Prabhupada said, tomorrow we will have the real Vyasa Puja. And you come to my room in the evening, I'll teach you how to do it. So they came to Prabhupada's room. Everybody, Kirtan in the hall are in tears. Prabhupada, we are very sorry what has happened. Prabhupada said, no, you should not disrespect the spiritual master. You should have known at least, because Kirtananda was the senior devotee. You should have. So basically we see, why is it that Prabhupada is doing all that? As if he is drinking that rasa. No, he is training the disciples, because in his movement he knows, Prabhupada 11:59 offerings should be ready. And then all of you should have your homages ready. Correct? And there should be garlands to offer or whatever. So, what he was training his devotees, because without worshipping the spiritual master, just like he said, I am named my child Avachara, Prabhupada, good. Not that he saying, no, don't do it. Good. So if somebody has become very obedient to Prabhupada, there was once the same Madhudisha said that, if you see the video of Australia, unimaginable. So how Prabhupada was worshipped, and how from the airport they take Prabhupada, and they have a beautiful festival including Rath Yatra, everything, and there is a video of Prabhupada coming down from the Ratha, and the devotees, the Kirtan, Prabhupada is raising hand and they are dancing. And then after, when Prabhupada was leaving to the airport, he said, I was outside, and at that time he was sannyasi. Prabhupada, how was the festival? And I said, Prabhupada took my head and put on his lap. Everything, first class. So he trained them to worship the spiritual master also, because a pure devotee, it is able to offer the service transcendently to Krishna. And he trains the disciple. He knows that if the disciples do not cultivate devotion to the spiritual master, they don't have access to Bhakti Rasa. If you want Bhakti Rasa, you have to cultivate dedication and devotion to Prabhupada. Otherwise, you don't have access to that. It's cut off. So it is not artificial. He wanted that, okay, now you worship me. In fact, what they saw externally, Prabhupada was very strict. But internally, he said, even if, just like he said, my own case, I left the sannyasa ashram in a grahastha met Prabhupada, but still so affectionate. He used to be very, he said, never Prabhupada said, drive away this person. Never. Always how to accommodate, how to see that he keeps cultivating. Because he is the only one who gave Bhakti Rasa to the people. It was not there. Nobody said to America, please come. Prabhupada went and he gave them devotion to Krishna, and then he was nurturing that plant personally as a guru, as a spiritual master, and guiding. So that is the role of the spiritual master. Even Shukadeva Goswami has come, he is so happy. Vyāsadeva prashna. What a question he wants. He said, now I am about to die, what is my duty? Should I just hear about Krishna? He said, Vyāsadeva prashna. Glorious your question. Krita Lopa, Hitam Nipa. Advait Sambadha Purusham. Shotayadishu Paraha. That's how now Bhagavatam begins the second canto. So it is so nice to cultivate. Parikshit Maharaj is asking, should I cultivate Bhakti Rasa or I should do something else? He said yes. In fact, Parikshit Maharaj, we read, he said last time that if I am born again in this world, let me be born among the devotees. And I don't want to drink any water or food now. I just want to cultivate Bhakti Rasa. Is it fine, my master? Yeah, Shukadeva Goswami. He said, yes. Now let us discuss about Krishna Katha. Don't have to do anything. Just for now you hear about Krishna Katha. So true, we cannot. This is the exalted condition. We are not in that condition. We have to be engaged grossly. If you try to just say, I will now hear about Krishna, you will die. You cannot do that. You will be suffocated and you run out of sense gratification. So we have to, with the gross body now, we engage in the devotion service. True, one day we will come to that condition where we can just be on samadhi, on bhakti rasa. Shri Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.